This photo was taken by photographer Jim Marshall at an anti-Vietnam War protest in 1967 in the Haight District of San Francisco, California. This photo was a part of an archival collection found by Marshall's assistant following his passing that was published in 2017 during an exhibit at ACA Galleries in New York and at HM Electric Gallery in London, titled Peace, Photographs by Jim Marshall. The photographs in the archive were labeled with an index card with just a peace sign scrawled across it. Within this photo, there's a few scenes to notice. In the front corner, 3 military police officers question a protester. The posture of the officers indicate confrontation, and the outstretched hand makes it seem as though they are trying to restrain movement of the protester. Behind the group, there is an SFPD officer walking past, sizing up the situation. Behind him, there is another photographer capturing another angle of the altercation and also being shadowed by an SFPD officer. Above the scene of protesters fly pickets with peace signs protesting the end of American involvement in the Vietnam War. The 1967 Summer of Love phenomenon in San Francisco became the backdrop for many protests throughout the year. Photographer Jim Marshall was born in Chicago in 1936 and moved with his parents to San Francisco at the age of 2. He is arguably one of the most famous 35mm film photographers in the United States. He bought his first Leica camera in 1959 for $50 down and paid it off over the course of a year. His photography career started in the jazz clubs of San Francisco, where John Coltrane was one of the first celebrities to do a full photo shoot with him. He was known for his ability to get close to his subjects and build relationships that allowed him to truly capture their essence. He is often referred to as the godfather of rock music for all of his notable contributions to rock and roll, and is the only photographer to have received a Grammy for his work. His work appeared on over 500 album covers and on the front page of Rolling Stone countless times. His photography is noted for its ability to capture darker skin tones in low light situations. His favorite lenses were 35mm or 50mm because of the way they brought you into the scene with the subjects. Tri-X 400 was his favorite film, and he was known for having multiple cameras on hand at all times to be able to best capture the shot regardless of what situation he was in. He felt very strongly about defending the morality of his subjects, even going so far as to pull a story about an impoverished Kentucky coal mining family when he felt the reporter was being disrespectful. His ethics were at the forefront of his work, and in doing so, he was able to connect more deeply with his subjects.